If that was a 6.4, all right, 6.4. YouTube and their writing. There's 1890. 6.4 PCGS grade, my coin. Look at that one. That's got to be a 6.4, 6.5. Here's the reverse. 64. And then my fort. Or better. See the filled scratches there? Mine's clean. That one there's clean. And that's an 85.0. Those are hard to get harder strikes on, too. See that? Look at that. What's a 90 guy's worth in 4 or 5? Anybody want to look it up? Look it up, look it up, look it up. We got a nice toner gold shield, too. Oh, YouTube is hard to show. Hard to show the tone. It's like dark and deep, like sunset orange. And you got your blues and stuff. Hard to show it. The good thing about Gold Shield, that one's protected, so that picture is on their website online. So, there's that. So we went to the state sale. We did pick up some good finds. Hoping to pass them on to you guys if there's anybody interested. That's a nice toner. You can take those tone ones, take them to the show, and put $400 or $500 on them, and make your money and then some. If you go to the big shows, well, there's a lot of people, you know. It's just like on here, we got 5 people hanging out. You know, take it to a show. You get $300-400 out of that. 87. I wish my lining would be the same, but it's not. It changes all the time. Well, that's even worse. Anywho, you guys having a good week? Good week so far? We did pick up some Merc dimes. We picked a few up over on Whatnot. We did go through some teens. Some different dates. I don't think these are your normal, your 40s. 41, 42, 34. So yeah, there are some better dates in there. What's up, Scrap Metal? Good to see you. slow tonight on the YouTube side. Come on, camera. No lighting. Camera's not working right. Welcome to my life, guys. I love it. What's up, Passion? Good to see you. Yeah, I need to focus a little bit more. Lighting sucks tonight. Alexa, play some music.
Sure. Here's a custom mix just for you on Amazon Music.
Well, let's go. If that's too loud, guys, let me know. I'll turn it down. And we got the 85.0 and 6.4. What's up? What's up, Broke Stacker? What's up, buddy? How you doing? So if that's a 4, what's that grade? There's a 4. And then mine. 1890 is a better date, too. 4. What's up, 710? .85.0, and they don't do a good strike on 85.0. It's hard to get in the 4. And then there. Better looking coin, right? If that's a 4. You can't figure out StreamYard? Then we got a nice toner, guys. Gold Shield. If you guys can see the blues. Monster tone. What can't you figure out? What can't you figure out? Can't figure out stream. I don't know. Usually you just pop up on your own. Yeah, we're under Bait the Hook on the regular email. You want me to put the link in the chat? That way, I'll put it in chat. You guys let me know on that music. Is it too loud? Or... There you go. I don't know. I ain't got no clue. I don't know. See what it looks like out of the flip. You got to be careful because they put it in staples. Yeah, now you can see it better. That's a nice Morgan, guys. I was just trying to compare it to the 64. There's the 4, and there's that one. I heard you beep up. I can't run it at Melt. This is a private collection we got. Here. I think we got you up here. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to log in my StreamYard.
Oh.
I'll get in the chat part.
No, I can't do Melt. What's a 6.4 on a 1890? Anybody got a book close to them? 1890 Morgan and 4.
Maybe look on the StreamYard. Let me see if I can get a picture of it real quick.
No, I can't do Melt. I paid up for this one and the toner.
You could.
Cool thing about the Gold Shield is it has theft protection. So PCGS, they took a picture of it, right? So you can see it up close and personal.
I don't know.
So here it is online. Camera's not gonna. I don't know why they didn't give it a PO, but that's the
Hopefully
exact same one
they'll
right there.
let's figure it out. Hi, Brooke. Septian. Yeah.
It's always hard with lighting.
Grab Mirror Racing. The light's having trouble focusing, and so is camera.
Yeah, it's always trouble. It's hard to sell something you can't get the lighting right on.
Yeah.
That's the exact coin zoomed in.
Make sure I hit the like button and share that, y'all.
We did get a bunch of Merc dimes in. You guys interested in Merc dimes? You guys want to run a race? I can't do it for $6 anymore, guys. Of course, you guys know. But I do have some better dates. The few that we did dump out and threw on Whatnot. What's up, Rocky?
Hey, Rocky, welcome in.
We got some nice Morgans tonight. We got to estate sale on Saturday. Put in a bid, and they called me Tuesday and said I was the high bid. So we went back and picked up. We picked up one raw, which I think should grade 6.4 or better. And you can tell it's not cleaned at all. It's nice. Nice halo. And then we picked up one Munster tone and then a 64 grade on an 85.0. Lighting's not working great tonight. And then the Gold Shield on the PCGS. Nice toner, blues, hues. So that's our new stuff tonight. And then I got a few left of the Simpsons Gold Foils, and I got 2 left on the limited edition on the black Gold Foils. Then we got a roll of Merc dimes. We'll search through with you guys. We pulled a few out, and we did have some earlier dates on them. A lot of World War II. That one there's in the teens. A lot of 41s, 42s, 43s, and 44s. And then you can tag Tina tonight. It's not too late.
Okay. I
You tell her I said so.
Okay.
Said it's okay.
I'll message her. Let me see. Okay. She'll be online when I send her this.
That's a real nice Gold Shield. See, they started doing those, and it's not a new thing. It's been around for a little while. But what they do is they take a picture of it. That way, if theft happens, you got the picture, you got the registry on the PCGS site. And then it's got the scan, too, on the back. If you want to scan it. been doing good. I got my colon sculpt done, and it's been a busy freaking week, man. My grandma passed away. It's been a lot of things happening this week. Kind of ready for a weekend wind down. I'm doing good. I can't complain much. Nobody'd listen anyway if I did. On the Mert dimes, I'd like to get 8 each on them. And if you want World War II dates, I can pull them out. You just tell me how many you want. I know silver's up. It's hard to sell silver now. I don't realize. Silver hit 110, 115, then it went down to 90, and now it's down to 79, and then tomorrow it's gonna go back up. It's the squeeze the 5 big banks are doing on it. Silver will be back up tomorrow. Yeah, isn't that true? Well, that was the thing. She was going to go back to the nursing home, and she didn't want to go. And then, yeah, she didn't. She didn't even like the pulse ox being on her finger. You know, there's no way a colostomy bag was going to work with her at her age, 85. And I'm just glad things happened the way they did. I guess.
I'll get back to you. Oh yeah, it is. What?
So yeah, we just push through, and it comes a point in everybody's life, and you've reached your max, I guess, and God's going to call you home, and your family's going to sob and cry and snot over you, and that's just the way it is. Oh shit, we're in trouble now. Then woke up Voodoo Mama. I told you, Passion, it was too late.
Hey, my video. Uh-oh.
Yes, I did.
I can't
So you got your first. I told Passion it was too late. I said, whatever you do, do not ding Voodoo Mama. No, I told her it was okay. She didn't want to tell you. I said, it's probably not too late yet. You won't stay long. That's right. Well, we did get the bid on the state sale, so we did pick up some Morgan silver dollars. We got the Gold Shield 87, the big toner. And then we got the big grade, the 6.4, and the 85.0. And then one raw, which I think will grade. So here's a 6.4. And then that one. That's a better date. 1890. A 6.4 grade, and then mine. Silver's way down. It's going to go back up tomorrow. They manipulated it again. They were trying to short. They're going to short their positions. So I expect we're to go up tomorrow. It's not way down. It's still up over 10% for the month. I mean, year over year. Silver's down. I bought some more today from the mines. Then we picked up we got some Merc knives. But anywho, if anybody wants a gold shield, so this one's on the website. You go to PCGS. That one's on the website. It'll show you a picture of it. They did that now for theft. So if it gets stolen, they can match it up. Let me see here. So I'll show you the pic. Come on, Internet. There it is right there. That's exact Morgan right there. Come from a small town. So they take a picture of those and put them on their professional coin grading services website. That way it's protected by NFC anti-counterfeiting technology. And then you got the gold shield as well.
We got 7 likes. Let's go, y'all. I got a great Groundhog walk in today, but my feet touched no water left. It was too cold for
And all y'all haters knocking Trump. You see the Trump RX knocked insulin down, locked another prescriptions down. The tide is way the hell out there, huh? Yeah, those are the sandbars. The sandbars we seen were, yeah, that's low tide. Got a great grounding walk in today, but my feet touched no water. It was too cool for all that. Yeah, I like on the coast, on the Emerald, where those sandbars are, is where I try to catch. Like Miss Bates scared to death because I walk out, on the first sandbar. Then there's another one, and she freaks out because I'm like chest deep in the second one. They're like, this is where the fish run. We're in the deeper water. I know we're supposed to hit maybe 60 next week. Super excited if it does that. Me and Barrett, we're going to the woods. We're going to the pond. We're gonna try some ice jigs, see if we can catch some of those small bluegill and crappie. Downtown, I'm looking for some touch.
Mom, really, I wish it was 70 degrees right now.
I figured if we're gonna hit 50,
I'm
50 to
over this
60
winter
here,
weather.
and that should be your temp. Usually it jumps by like 10 degrees or so.
But I think the high's supposed to be 58, I think, next week here. Last time I checked.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fine picture for me. Because that cold.
And we'll run the 87. We'll do a starting bid at 205. MS62 Gold Shield toner. I don't expect you guys to
Right?
get it, but I want to run it over here on the YouTube side. Yeah, it's supposed to warm up here, then it's supposed to cool back down. I said around Valentine's Day, maybe a snowstorm, but that's still far out. Can't hardly show the Tony over here. All right, you can count it down.
Right?
But I'm excited to get the warm up anyway. At least it'll be here for a week. And then we need the rain too. We're still in a drought, they say, but we got 4 inches of snow and sleet still on the ground. I don't know how they figure that, but apparently we've been dry for the last month.
And that's the test.
Yeah, it's a good deal. You take that to Fun Show, and that's a 300 plus coin with the Tony with the gold shield. Bear keeps wanting to come in the coin room because the guns are in here. He gets mad when his dad won't let him in, or I won't let him in.
Uh-oh.
Here's your toy gun. No, I don't want the toy gun. He wants the real gun. He was out with Elisa during the day, when she's here with him.
Oh.
Shoot birds with the BB guns. He doesn't. He doesn't want the bright orange toy gun that has the battery that makes a sound. He wants the real deal.
Oh my. I think he's about 2 or 3 years old, I think. I'm not really sure.
Bears too. He's 2 years old.
Okay. I thought he was close to that. I'm not sure if he's still 2.
You think it's 4? We can understand everything he says. Then he'll get down and put that gun up to his shoulder and lean his head over and squint that one eye and down on one knee, and he's gonna be like his papa and daddy. He's gonna be a good hunter.
Oh my. probably gonna get the lessons from you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And Voodoo Mom said, "What month?"
I don't know what month. I've only got 10 of them to keep up with. What is this month? Hold on, I'll find out for you. No, I sure don't. But I can find out. September. September. Miss Pete says it's 6. So I'm not sure.
That's like
They turned 2 in
one day
June.
after mine.
Yours is the 5th?
Mine September 5th.
Oh, that's right. Where's my book at? I got all you guys. They turned 2 in June. Yeah, so mine's the 19th. My birthday's the 19th. And my daughter's the 24th. We talked about this before.
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody want to guess on the grade? 64 and this one. 6'4". Those have a little mark there in the field above the nose. This one looks a little more clean on the reverse side. Well, it's MS. I know it's mid-state.
I think if he
What's up, Tommy John in the house?
What did my mom just drop in the kitchen?
You think that'd be worse? It looked just as good as a 6'4" grade. Actually, a little better in my opinion, but they do population control to try to hold some of the grades down. First, that's just what they do. Weird reason. About to head to bed. I just want your guys' opinion. All right, Mint State 64. It's hard to show on the camera. Shine down does. Nobody wants to take a guess. There's a big jump from 6'4" to 6'5", I believe, in that Morgan. What is it? So 1890 and a 6'5". Look at my old book. $18.90 Morgan silver dollar. You're there. That's an O. 1890. Right there.
How much for the rainbow?
So a 6'4" is $150 Morgan. You get to 6'5", it jumps to 850 and 65. The gold shield. You can see the exact one online. I've got to be 205 on it, and that's
Let me put in the chat again.
your gold shield, your tone, your straight grade.
There it is.
And that's a bin on it. I paid up for it because you got the rainbow toning.
Oh, bin. Oh. Okay, bin 205. Okay, there you go. Let me bring the other one. There you go.
No, I didn't see that time ago. And that's a. You take this to a coin show, I guarantee you. You put it out there at the fun, and it's guarantee it's a $400 coin. That's just right at my price. It's hard to show the colors on the YouTube. You guys should be grabbing this one before we get it graded. That's a nice coin, man, right there. $18.90 is a better date. You see the halo? And the cool thing about the gold shield is you got the security. Here it is. That's the exact coin on the website. Good to see you, Brian. Yeah, and that's a steal. It probably should be more. Yeah. $205 and shipping to be $6. Brian's gonna steal it. I knew I should have waited on this one, man. It's a nice toner. It's rainbow tone. For the non-graded one, I don't know if it gets the grade. You guys gonna, you guys gonna, you guys gonna. I tell you, we just picked these up from the state. For the non-graded one, man. I got another one I'm going to, and Grant sent me a link. It's in Tennessee. Well, I showed you the big jump from 6.4 to 6.5. 6.4 is 150 and 6.5 is 850. We know it's a 6.4. It's got to be close to 6.5, which is 850. So let me work with Brian on this one. Brian, you in on this for 211 door to door? You just let me know, Ben. All right. You got it, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Welcome in. Right. I didn't see you come in.
And if you send in PayPal, please add 3%. So 3% would be
Nope, there you got info.
633. So it'll be 211 plus 633. It'll be 217. If Cash App, then it's either one. What's up, Gold Maple?
Hi, Coach Maple. Welcome in.
I'll do 150 on the 1890, and that's just, and that's 6.4. If you get a 5, then it's $850 coin. Big jump from 150 to 8, and that's the grade, 64 to 65. All right, Brian's got that one.
So how much? So how much Brian is getting that coin?
211.
Okay. 211. Okay, silver coin.
Yeah, that's a beauty. Got the old shield. That's a steal on that. If I get a good deal, I'll pass it on to you guys for sure. And we got a high grade here at 64 on the 85.0. That's what we was comparing the other one to. On the 1890.
I put Quinn on it. Looks like it's got the gold on it. Your brand has website room basically and my first two girl.
All right, Brian, door to door 211.
Oh, not
Could be $950 coin. There's a 6.4 there. And there's that one. 6.4 does have a little chatter. A little bit in the fields there between the nose and the E. This was pretty straight.
Do you get these
And here's the reverse. A 6.4. And then this one. This one's better. Get your prices for your Morgans when you sell them. Coin dome. Or do you just really just give you the price for the silver and numismatic value? On my Morgans, what I do, I have these were not from the dealer. These were from an estate sale that I've been buying. I'm going back again this Sunday, and that's the prices they start at the auction. Then I put in a bid from the private estate, and then if I get the winning bid, then that's a win. But if you go to a coin dealer, you're going to be paying a lot more. I can guarantee you. So that's why I'm in here. There's like 4 people hanging out. You go to a coin dealer and they're going to mark theirs up because they have overhead. I'm here at the house. I don't have rent or a building or electric, or employees, so I can get a better deal. If I was trying to buy these at a coin shop and resell them, they'd be a lot more. You know what I mean? And I'm always fair with you guys. I try to do 10%. Sometimes I'll even do just a break even for you guys, just to move product. But yeah, I can always beat dealer pricing. This should give you lots. for you Morgan because they're awesome. Well, I'll try to get you guys the best deals. Any interest, guys, on these other two? $85.0164. It's not a 6.2 or 3, it's a 6.4. And looks undergraded in my opinion. That's why when I look at a coin, the first thing I do is I cover that up. I don't even want to look at the grade. I look at the coin. I buy the coin, not the holder. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'll buy the coin, not the holder. Just like I bought this one. Yeah, if it does grade at 6.5, and that's why I'm giving you guys first chance. If it don't sell and it sticks around, I'll send it in. I hate the turnover rate because it's right now everybody's buying silver, Morgans, so everybody's backlogged. NGC, PCGS, Annex, all the top 3 or 4 is backlogged. So I'd rather just sell the coin and not wait. Put my money in it plus a grading fee of $35, and then maybe get it back in 6 months. So yeah, if it's 6.5, it's $850 coin. So that's where we're there at 150 to 850. A big spread from 6.4 to 6.5, and that's what you guys got to look at. Compare your coins. Get one just like I showed you. That's the same grade PCGS, and compare your coin. From a 6.4 to your raw, and see if you think you're there. You can go pick up raw. Like here's for example. No, that's not a good example. Also, got his nice coins, guys. I'm trying to find a bad one to show you. But this one's a 2, and you can tell. See the chatter? A little bit on the cheeks. And that's what they look at. Look at the cheeks on this one. It's clear. There's no chatter. See it and see how the fields. If you know a coin is not clean, you can get that halo look. Come on, Karen. You can rotate that coin. You got that original luster that will circulate around the coin. This one's so blast white it's hard to show. But you see that there? See how that's moving around? And it goes back and forth and it covers the high spots on the coin. So you get that clean rollover on the cheek. That's your high spot right there on the coin on the cheek. So you get that halo look. But if anybody's interested in anything I showed tonight, Brian, nice pickup on that toner. You can send me an email to timstoms@mail, and that's timstoms@mail, not Gmail. Tim's Toms. Make sure you get both S's. Tim's Toms. With that being said, maybe last chance to dance tonight. I do have a roll of Merc dimes, 90% silver. These ain't your 40s. These are, from what we pulled out, we've had 18s, 30s, 20s. Only thing I ask guys is if you pay before the end of the stream. Brian, you're good. We got you, buddy. Anybody else, guys? Last request for the night. And guys, make sure you send me an email with your mailing address and your screen name and what you bought. It just helps me keep track. Brian, you're going to make money on that coin. Are we all in, all done for the night? I'm excited to go back and see if I won the bid on the rest of this stuff. See, this guy worked for the nuclear company. He passed away. So they've got shoe boxes upon shoe boxes full of stuff. I mean, old stuff. They even had some seeded dimes, seeded dollars that was mixed in, just wrapped in like newspaper, which will scratch it, you know. But if it's been there, you know, if it was generation handed down, then it should be some pretty good. Anyway, I put some bids in, so we'll see. No takers on the 1890. Oh my gosh, guys. This is the best deal of the night right here. I'd do 175, and that's just a touch over 64. 65 is 950 for it. Give you guys first chance. If not, I'm going to send it in. I'm going to get this one graded.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Here we are. 1890. Big spread, big jump there. 64 is 150. 65 goes at 850. We know it's got to be at least a 64 comparing it. Then you get that big jump there to 850. And this is probably $1,000 coin. Last chance to dance on it. I've already went onto the site and got everything filled out. I just got to click print, put this in a 2x2, and I'm going to send it in. It's a nice coin, man.
Hi, Pastor Bob. Welcome in. So prices are way off. So I would send it
I don't know. My book's old, Bob.
CACBS.
Passion, you're alien. You're alienified.
Oh Lord, I don't know.
Yeah, my book's old. Here, we'll switch cameras here.
It's my, yeah.
Just hard to show everything.
See if this works. Test 1, 2, 3.
Look at that, man. That's a nice coin. That's a
Am
Morgan,
I still
guys.
the same or?
You're better.
Okay.
Well, CAC just started doing their CAC grading. Look at the fields on that, man. That's got to be a 5. No way it won't grade. CAC has high standards, for coins. Look at that Morgan, guys. That's a nice looking Morgan. I'm telling you, this guy's got a lot of nice stuff. I'm going back this Sunday. I put in some bids on some of this other stuff. If you like type coins, we got some bids in on those. Anyway.
Oh, did you ever get the email from Pastor Bob?
What was that, Passion? Did I miss something? Nose Morgans. Missing for 3 complete set dates. Emmett Morrison 13. Underbelly yourself. Sit in the cat. Did you send me an email? Is that what Passion was saying? It will get 63 or 64 because they are tough grading.
Yeah, I told him to send you an email the night before we got off.
All right. Yeah, if we get a 6.3 or 6.4, I mean I'd be happy with that, I guess. I just thought it might have a chance for a 5. 6.3 you're at 120. My book's old. And then 6.4 is 150. But then it's a big spread. It's a big jump from 4 to 5. Yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to show them here on this camera. You know it's UNC. You know it's MS. You know it's not been cleaned. You can see the halo over every high point. It's a nice Morgan, man. Anywho, I will. You're at 63 or 64. They're a tough grading. Yeah, I would say that on the O's, but the Phillies, maybe. I don't. The New Orleans mint was the toughest strike. It's hard to find a nice MS on an O mint. But on Phillies, San Francisco, yes. Stay away from 89, 90, 91. People trying to sell them off as, they're PL, they're Prif-like, they're Cameo. No, the San Francisco Mint was the best mint back then. So all their strikes were great. They look great. You know, it's just a three each from the first set, 13 from the second set, full date, and mint marks. See that ding on the rim? That's the issue. Yeah. Well, they don't grade them on the. They got a ding on the rim. They grade them from the fields, the scratches, because a lot of people think these come in a roll. They didn't. They come in bags. Here's the ding. But that ding, they won't grade it by the ding. They grade it by the fields. But yeah, I see that ding. Mostly, a lot of people don't know that, but they grade the coin by the reverse side of the coin, is what I was told. My uncle worked for NGC. He was a grader for I don't know how long, and then his dad, my grandpa, my uncle's grandpa, worked for. He wrote the book on colonial. You guys know about colonial coins, currency. I would share his name, but I don't want to get too much into security. But you guys
Oh
check
yeah,
out his
that's
book by
true.
Colonial Currency. And then a lot of people, call it different than colonial currency. But but they do. Their buddies' coins got to be better. Wink, wink. The silence. Screwing by graders. It's a bit shady. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that, Bob. I think it's more of right. Yeah. My family's not in it no more. I'm like fourth generation down. I wasn't really into coins, but I got a collection handed down to me. And I thought, what the hell is this? Went to the bank on my birthday. What's all this old junk? you know. But then I got to look at it and got the interest in it. But so yeah, when you talk about wink wink, the silent screwing by graders, a bit shady. I don't know if I believe in that because when you get a coin graded, a lot of it is AI now. Back then, it was to get a grade. Say one guy had a 64, one guy had a 6.3, one guy had a 6.5. They would take the average. It took three people to look at the coin and grade it. It wasn't just like, all right, one person looked at it, you know, but they did an average. They, through the loop.
Make sure I hit the like button and share that, y'all.
Sorry, when I get the ding, I got to go and look. It was the same varmint. They want to call it a possum or a raccoon. I got a picture of it tonight. Been getting into the hens. A friend of mine works for Annex. He seen so many words. It's a business. I know there's, yeah, oh yeah. Well, in anything, there's gray areas. All planned thieving. That's twice they've done it now, Pastor Bob. He knows. He knows what I'm talking about. They're going to sell all those short on the contracts, run it up way high, and then now they're going to get rid of all those shorts. But here's what's going to happen tomorrow. Silver's going to go back up. Everybody knows that. Silver's going to go up tomorrow. They'll say, well, we just kind of averaged it out for the week, or, silver's going to go back up. You know what's going up, Bob? Oh, Bob knows. Yeah, it's copper. Everybody's paying attention to silver, gold, platinum. Coppers went freaking nuts. Nobody's paying attention to that. The copper rounds you used to get for $4 or $5, you ain't gonna get them no more. I had an email from the president of not NGC. I think it was his name. Anyway, a copper seller. They said because of high demand, they're stopping all sales. They're not selling no more. You can't even buy them. They're stopping all orders until I think March or April. Run where everyone isn't. Yep. Oh, Bob, did you get your email? You got tracking bubble. You should have got your email. Check your email. You got your tracking, all that good stuff for your Simpsons. I'm just a small fire guy. Here, hang on. eBay, 911 per 1 ounce on copper. Yeah, got it. Yep. All right, glad you got it. Yep, you go out tomorrow with Miss Bate along with a few others. Yeah, I know copper jumped. I understand, you got to buy it. But copper by the pound is, cheap. Or not cheap, but I don't know. I've never dabbled in copper. I don't make copper rounds. I don't get the blank planchets. I don't, punch them. About 400 at $1.19 each. Holy smokes, that's cheap. Yeah, I just picked mine up from the LCS. They give me good deals. But I'm usually around 3 or 4 each though on my copper. $5.76 a pound. Yep, that's just your raw, like your wired stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 3,600. So you got an eBay site you sell your copper on? I did get a few Zombucks copper today. And holy crap, you think those were 1 ounce silvers now. Right on. Oh man, they're crazy. They're crazy now. Even the silver. The silver ones are, I don't even know. Last time I looked, it's been a while. And that's just it. Those are hard to get. If you guys see Zombucks, you get a deal on it, grab them up. They're just, there was limited mintage on those. Especially the silver. What was the Kuka Buried? And there was a piece. There was a Morgan. There's the Krugerrand. There was a whole bunch of those silver that were limited mintage on the Zombucks series. The Currency of the Apocalypse. Provident Metals. Guys, if you're not a member, please consider doing so. I think it's like $1.99 a month or something. My tiers are. That gets you just me and Miss Bates stuck in the elevator. I think that's worth it. It was crazy. And also we got members videos and member content. We also do members live only as well. I think we backed it down to $1.99 now for you guys. But the fire department rescued me and Miss Bate. You're talking about Die Hard. It was Die Hard all over. Luckily I had a cell phone in my pocket because if I didn't, we'd have been stuck in it. We used to clean the courthouse. We'd been stuck in the elevator from Friday, and that was the weekend and a holiday. We'd have been stuck in the elevator till Tuesday. $10:18 my time. Any last requests, guys? You guys want to go through some of these Merc dimes? No, you guys ain't gonna cherry pick them.
Last chance, y'all.
I should take a pic. Send you my trade. Yeah, send me that, Bob. Yeah, I'll, I won't show no one. Anything we do, email it. No, it's private. Guys, don't be afraid of the silver price. Grab your silver when it dips. Buy. It's not a get rich quick. It's not. Silver went up to 115 an ounce. Well, I'm gonna buy it today because it's. You always buy, guys. Always buy your silver. Stack your silver because what's going to happen in the future? All this paper silvers is they can't. They're not going to back it up. So would you rather hold this in your hand, or would you rather hold a piece of paper that says I have an ounce of silver? You know. And then, to be honest, if you guys want the truth, the whole truth, Samsung has changed the game. Their new solid state batteries has a kilo of silver in it for the EVs, the electric vehicles, which a lot of them's coming out. Your cruise missiles have, I think, is it? Don't quote me. 5 ounces. I mean, it's not just that. Samsung's bought some mines in Mexico, guaranteed to buy all the silver. Bought it in production before it even comes out. They're going to buy it all. China sent two, was it CEOs down there from Samsung? They're going to buy it all. So silver's not rare, but silver has the most conductive electricity of all metals. So between AI and Samsung, you know what? You can buy all the paper you want, but you want to hold it in your hand. You're not digging up the other 3 6-foot soil. Bullets, food, knives, duct tape, baby. Yeah, I hear you. So if he, just like Pastor Bob was saying, if I have all the silver and no bullets, guess who's getting all the silver? Pastor Bob is.
I got tons of silver that you and spray cans gave me. Those
No,
are
I got
very
you, Brian, on
special
Cash App. No, I
collection.
don't need the 3%. You know, that's just for PayPal, my business. You can't send friends and family. If you send a PayPal, you know, goods and services, we do 3%. Friends and family, you sent Cash App, so I got you. No, we're all good.
And those are very special to keep.
No, you betcha, bud. Alexa, stop the music. I think we're going to call it a night, guys. I'm glad my schedule is changing next week. I'll be able to stay up more with
Awesome.
you guys. But as of right now, I've got it's things are going on and a lot of stuff. So well, my family has multiple active duty currently. So let's say we are prepared. I'm just doing the funeral services. Right on.
Do you like the work hours that you're doing for summertime?
Well, I think we're going to call it a night, guys. You guys be blessed, be a blessing. I'm going to leave you guys with this song here. Even though I'm going to get a copyright, that's all good.
There.
Good night, Brian. Good night, guys. Guys, if you're not a member, please consider doing so. YouTube told me to tell you that.
Have a night, one.
Alright, you guys be blessed, be a blessing. Pay it forward the intent you guys can get. And guys, also pray for our leaders, for our country. There's a lot of stuff going on in Iran, and then maybe the new Trump RX going on. So. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm out of time. I got to go. I got to get up and go to work. Matters Emergency Watch over YouTube Corn Group. All right, Pastor Bob. Good night, guys. You guys be blessed. Be a blessing. See you guys next time. Night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.